Welcome to Black Women's World Podcast. It is SistaNista Time. Well, hey y'all, it's TRACYMAC. Listen, I want to share a story with you. I hope I can share it with you uninterrupted because I'm sitting out here in front of the mall waiting to go have lunch. And I'm so excited about the lunch because when we were exchanging emails, the email said, I can't wait to be with you and we can dream together. And so I'm excited I like those kind of invitations. And so, but uninterrupted because sitting out here, I hear that everybody and their brother wants to test their speakers and their bass. Now, I ain't complaining because if I wasn't talking to y'all, I'd probably be out here testing mine too. But anyway, I was sitting here and I was thinking about the power of laughter. And I was sharing with a friend earlier this week about how I was coming out of these ocular migraine and cluster headaches for about 4 days. It was a battle. I'm telling you, it was hurting so bad. So I was sharing that with her because she has this uncanny knack of making me laugh, even when she ain't even trying. And I said, ho, don't make me laugh. I was having to laugh low. Because laughing would put more pressure on my head. And I was like, the headache is fading, but don't make me laugh because I can't hold a laugh. And I just didn't want to erupt nothing. Because anybody who's ever had a migraine of any sort, but an ocular migraine and cluster headaches at the same time, you don't want to apply no pressure. But I was so glad to be able to at least chuckle a little bit with her. But it was so good. And even with that, it reminded me of the reason why I knew they were cluster headaches and ocular migraines is because I dealt with that from 2007 and 8. I had them all the time. I had to go to neurology, brain scans, and all kind of stuff. And to get to the root of why I was having cluster headaches, ocular migraine, when your vision is distorted, when you can't take light, even sometimes resting your head on the pillow just feels aggravating, not quite painful, but just annoying. And even during that time, I had had many strokes. And with all of that at the same time came Bell's palsy, where I could not fully, whenever I had one of those episodes, I couldn't open my eye and the right side of my face would slump. And it was scary, not only the pain of the headache and the scariness of all of that, but seeing your face disfigured, not knowing if it was going to come back to the point where I would have to hold a tissue to the side of my mouth to keep from salivating on myself. And so sometimes I would find myself sneaking up to the mirror to see if it had gone away yet, and I just push my face up to try to get it. And I thought about back then when I was having those headaches so bad. There was a time where I used to work for the state. I pulled 5 years with the state. I ain't talking about in prison, but it felt like it because the place was terrible. I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. But the people I worked with, oh boy, I loved them jokers. We were a little family. And we used to cut up so bad. But we got our work done. So there wasn't too much they could do with us because we got our work done better than most. And we worked together. It was cohesive. And those days, and I remember dealing with headaches so bad I would have to take time off work because I had other ailments and issues physically, and I'd run out of leave, and my FMLA was used up, and my coworkers had donated leave, and I used that up. So sometimes, even though the headaches felt debilitating, and I was taking Imitret shots, and they were giving me Topamax to kind of calm it. And Topamax in low dosage they prescribe for migraines, but that's really for people who have epilepsy. And that Topamax was helping, but the side effects were terrible. I had tremors and everything. And so my mind went back to when I was working for the state, and our little family in the back, and it was Jamie and Miss Juanita and Angela and Catherine and Janine and Joyce and so many others, and Dallas Hartsfield, rest in peace, Dallas. Dallas was all of our buddies. Dallas would joke us so bad, and we would joke him right back. And I recall one day where I had to really press my way to get to work. I was feeling so bad. And I didn't want them to see my face. And I was like, Lord, please let my face not be slumped, or don't let it happen while I'm at work. Not only for my own, and I didn't want to be embarrassed. we used to joke each other pretty hard, and that's the last thing I wanted them to see. And so when I pulled up to work late, Dallas was outside taking a smoke break. And he had this way, he looked up at me, and he said, "Hey, babe." He said, you don't look right. I said, "I know, Dallas." I said, "I don't feel well at all." I said, "I got a terrible headache. It's a migraine and a cluster headache." He said, "Is that right?" And he looked at me, and he rolled his eyes around his head. He said, "Oh, I guess it would hurt, because a head like that ought to hurt." And even though I didn't feel like laughing, I couldn't help but laugh. It didn't take the headache away, but let me tell you something. Laughter has a way of shifting attention. And Dallas would tell all of us off from time to time, and we tell him off too. But the point I want to make of how powerful laughter is. Sometimes, and I know you have probably had times in your life where you've had physical pain and it just takes over. But then sometimes you got to look at your body, and wherever that pain is, thank God for the areas of your body where you're not having pain. When I was having pain in my head, either 2007, 8, or even the past those 4 days, I had to think about the parts of my body that don't hurt. My legs didn't hurt. My hands didn't hurt, and laughter. So even though I had to do a little chuckle with my girlfriend, and I had to, hold my laugh down a little bit with Dallas, just thinking about him and my girlfriend, and those times when, even when it hurts, if you can find those areas in your body or in your life that don't hurt, and maybe you can pull out a little chuckle or a little laugh the best way you can. I hope that helps you in some kind of way. But either way, I'm grateful, and I love y'all for real. Peace.
An Amazon best-selling author with an Art Book Club Incorporated 5-star rating and your self-discovery companion, TRACYMAC is setting positive change ablaze with her 3 incredible books. Well, it's all about relationships, yours, mine, and ours. In her book, Relationships, Nothing But the Truth, TRACYMAC brings her signature style along with some of her most cherished relationships, talking about true experiences and many perspectives, openly and honestly, sharing intriguing stories from the provocative and controversial to the seemingly ordinary and outright funny. Your solution has arrived. If you are ready to live an amazing life of change with sustainable results and measurable success, get your copy of 1 or all 3 of these awesome books where fine books are sold today to start your journey.
You've been listening to Black Women's World Podcast, the BWWP, brought to you in part by TRACYMAC Solutions for Life Institute, coaching and training services. No doubt you have enjoyed being in our world, and it doesn't have to stop here. Head on over to blackwomensworld.com. This is my personal invitation to you to stay connected with me on social media and more. I'd love to see you there, and I'm so grateful you came to be with me here. Invite someone else to join you in our queendom next time so they can feel the vibe of our tribe of SistaNistas and SistaNista lovers too. Remember to be kind, be authentic, be generous, be excellent, be grateful, and while you're at it, go ahead and be extraordinary, because that's just what SistaNistas do, on purpose through mission with passion and compassion. It's a Black woman's world, baby, and you, my SistaNista, are proof. I'm your self-discovery companion, your professional peacemaker, and your host, TracyMac. Wherever you are in the world, may you love and be loved by somebody. Peace.